The Federalist insurgents in Texas had no idea of the storm heading their way, and they continued with their grandiose scheme to capture Matamoros. Sam Houston, obeying orders, had started raising troops for the campaign, and the army growing at Goliad looked impressive. Confidence was high that Federalists in Tamaulipas, Nuevo Leon, and Coahuila would rise up and help. Bexar, no longer the focus of this conflict, had been stripped of men and supplies to support the Matamoros attack. Then, the grand strategy fizzled. Despite a promising start and a bold vision, things went wrong for the Texians almost from the start. Political and military leaders squabbled over how to conduct the campaign. They also argued over what the outcome should be. Was this move really about supporting and restoring the Constitution of 1824? Was it actually about federalism? Or was this really about independence of Texas? What did Lorenzo de Zavala and other Mexican politicians think? The army gathering at La Bahia was overwhelmingly composed of newly arrived Americans. Would Mexicans south of the Rio Grande welcome these foreigners as national liberators? Governor Henry Smith wanted to study the matter and to proceed with caution. The governing council wanted immediate action. The ensuing argument caused the Texas government to shatter into confusion, and each issued contrary and conflicting plans, orders, and directives. There was no longer a functioning government. The council promoted Fannin to second in command of the Army of Texas and gave him overall control of the troops at Goliad. When he arrived, he discovered that forces had already started to move out, piecemeal. Some went to the town of Refugio, others to the settlement of San Patricio. Meanwhile, the commander at La Bahia had unilaterally declared independence for Texas. Many of the Mexican Tejanos, who believed they were fighting for federalism and the Constitution of 1824, left in disgust. No one in this band of insurgents could be sure who was in charge and what exactly they were fighting for. In the middle of January 1836, General Sam Houston arrived at La Bahia to untangle the situation. Leaders from Bexar arrived as well. Houston still believed the army should remain on the defensive and concentrate on the Guadalupe at Gonzales. From there, it would react to threats against the outpost at Goliad or Bexar, each about 70 miles away. Houston knew the Mexicans were concentrating at San Luis Potosí. Would they enter Texas at Matamoros, Laredo, or Presidio del Rio Grande? If he could be sure of that, then he would know where to concentrate his army. Until he did, it made no sense to put his forces too far forward. La Bahia lay 100 miles southeast from Bexar down the San Antonio River. This San Antonio River line, with its two outposts, could serve as a tripwire. Once the Mexicans arrived at either point and committed to an attack, Houston could launch a counterattack. The goal would be a pitched battle on open ground of his choosing against an enemy who was overextended and tired. To further his designs, he dispatched Jim Bowie to Bexar. The Alamo had been used as a military warehouse for decades, and among the items stored there were cannon in various states of repair. They would prove useful in the coming fight. With his plans laid out, Houston left the army and returned to San Felipe to discuss his options with Governor Smith. Meanwhile, General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna divided his army. General Jose Urrea went to Matamoros. El Caudillo was heading towards Presidio del Rio Grande.